I haven't had much to talk about while here in California. Been living life. One thing I did want to mention though was the night I had those heart palpitations or racing heart, and it was a bit harder to fall asleep, but it didn't have the scary stuff associated with it. I did take 2 tyrosine that morning, and that helps build dopamine, so that could have been one of the reasons why my heart did that thing. And a couple days ago I started taking 15 milligrams of lithium orotate instead of 20, but I've been feeling really tired, so today I'm going to up it to 20 again and see if that helps my energy. And my energy is kind of low. I do want to get onto a healthier diet at some point. But other than that, I've been immersed in living here. I have 8 days left here, wanting to enjoy the bird sounds and living here. I'm feeling a little over-medicated, I think, by the 50 milligrams of quetiapine. I might try to go down 1/8 at a time when I get back home to be on 1.5, though when I get back home I might not feel over-medicated because I might need the extra block, that extra bit blocking sensitivity. And I wrote a big list of things to do when I get home, and it's a big long one, so I have to figure out how to be effective and efficient with it and not get caught in too much busyness. I really don't know how to do that, because I do have to spend some time and energy preparing for June 15th if my brain hits a wall again, and I want to use some energy living life. And there might have been something else I wanted to say and I wrote it down, but I'm not sure what it is, so I'll check in later. So it's almost near the end of my trip, 27 days, it's day 25. And I haven't really talked to myself much on video because I've been so immersed in being here. And a few notes about the whole balancing brain chemistry supplements thing. I'm running low on magnesium, so haven't been taking as much of that these last few days. Doesn't really seem to be having an effect. And last night something woke me up maybe an hour before sunset, and it kept me awake, some really loud noise, and so I took a tryptophan, hoping that it would put me back to sleep, because I was so half asleep that I didn't know if it was middle of the night or what, but I wanted to go back to sleep. And when I woke up this morning, I didn't have the same fog that I've had usually, and tiredness, probably as a result of taking the 50 milligrams of quetiapine as well as a bunch of other things to fall asleep. I've been taking 2-3 milligrams of melatonin to fall asleep, and 4 of the sunflower lecithin and an extra zinc. And yeah, so I've been taking a lot of the supplements to fall asleep too, because there's so much energy here to the point where maybe I don't even need the quetiapine to protect me, but I've been taking it, and with all the energy it's even harder to sleep here. And I'd probably eventually fall asleep, but just try to put myself to sleep quickly. And things are getting pretty powerful these last few days. I had a powerful experience yesterday, and so there was even more energy when I was falling asleep. I'm seeing more of these dynamics that I've talked about and wondering about how it'll play out this time going back home and whether it's the right decision. I've made a lot of notes on what I need to do when I go back home. And I'm not sure if I'll go back home, and I might come back to California in May, possibly. But then that would make it hard to find a job or work. So yeah, I might work April or not at all, come back to California in May, maybe spend June on the island, and that's the month my brain is supposed to implode, perhaps. So preparing for my brain to implode, working in the meantime if I can, but I feel like I have so many other little things to do that could take up all that time and not work, but it would be smart for me to work for a month full time or something, some kind of temp thing, make a bit of money. So yeah, I gotta go through that list I made and try to orient myself properly to this whole unfolding of this year. Not sure what else to say. There's a lot of other stuff. Last night, after a powerful experience, I wrote something and I want to read it, but I don't have it separately to be able to read right now, so maybe I'll read it later. I was just thinking of the beginning of some kind of poetic something. It was moving inefficiently. The eyes stumble upon life. And I saw a lizard and bunnies and all that. But just as I thought that, I saw death of the worst kind. A dead hummingbird. I wonder if this is some kind of sign, because I leave tomorrow, and is it the end of joy? Hummingbirds mean joy. Hari Hari Gopala, Hari Hari Gopala, Hari Hari Gopala, Govinda Hare, Govinda Hare, Gopala, Govinda Hare, Gopala, Hare Hare Gopala, Hare Hare Gopala, Hare Hare Gopala, Govinda Hare. Ooh, Govinda Hare Gopala, Govinda Hare. I want to remember this moment because a couple months ago when I wasn't doing so well, I was imagining being right where I am now. Not quite the exact spot, but pretty close, and realizing that I would feel so grateful once I got back to this place. And that's true, I am grateful. And I'm wondering if some point in the not too distant future I will know of a feeling that I want to escape and get back here. I am grateful. And finding that dead hummingbird seemed almost like symbolic of the end of joy. I've had a very joyous and flowy time without even feeling like I'm enjoying anything, because it was so present and now-ish. So, yeah, my time here has come to an end. I fly back tomorrow and live a totally different life. I didn't really capture much of my time here, but that's okay, because last time I was in California, I captured a lot. So much beauty here. There's a lot of beauty everywhere, but it's easier to see it in places where it's easier to see it. See you back home.